What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only James Rule XRP for a weekly update. Yes, it has already been a week. It's Saturday. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful, hot day here in Southeast Texas. I'm drinking an ice-cold cherry Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is big in the South. If you haven't tried cherry Dr. Pepper, check it out. I'm not sponsored. I'm not affiliated. If you get a chance, follow me on X, which is formerly Twitter, at Rule XRP. We're going to look at a few things today. We're going to look at some news that has transpired over the last couple of days. Man, we're going to look at what the SEC has done, what Grayscale is doing. We're going to look at some comments from individuals in the community and with these companies that have been affected. So let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers today. CoinPaprika.com. You can go in and tag your favorites. Total market cap today is 2.155 trillion. We're up a little bit for the week. If I go and zoom in, you can see that Bitcoin is up 10.97% for the week. It is currently at $60,022. Ethereum is up 6% for the week at $2,416. And check this out. XRP is up 13.37% to almost 60 cents. Do your research. We're going to look at some XRP news today, and we're going to get into it, and we're going to have a good time. Now, here's some late breaking news. It looks like Elon Musk is bringing X, or has brought X to Texas. Right here, Doge designer stated that breaking. X's San Francisco headquarters closes today. Texas will be the new home of X. Everything's bigger in Texas, baby. All right, this news just hit a couple days ago. Grayscale, we are proud to announce the creation of a new single asset crypto investment fund, the Grayscale XRP Trust, which will be available through private placement. Available to eligible accredited investors. It means you have to have $1 million in your account. You have to make up to $250 or $350 a year. Accredited investors. Grayscale had this fund prior to December of 2020, whenever the SEC sued Ripple, sued the XRP community. And we're going to look at the SEC here in a minute. But yeah, congratulations, Grayscale. You finally woke up. Yes, everyone delisted except, Uphold, XRP back whenever the lawsuit took place. Here is Grayscale.com. We're going to briefly look at their crypto products. If we scroll down here, we can see that their biggest one is the Bitcoin Cash Trust, which is currently $120 million. It makes up 8.78%. Oops, I was wrong. The Ethereum Trust makes up 11.75%. And if we go down here to the bottom, you can see the Grayscale XRP Trust, which is brand new, currently $262,000. It's $11.34 a unit, and it makes up 0.8% of the company. If we click on it, and the share per share as of September 13th is $11.34. It says the Grayscale XRP Trust is one of the first securities solely invested in and deriving value from the price of XRP that enables investors to gain exposure to XRP in the form of a security while avoiding the challenges of buying, storing, and safekeeping XRP directly. Shares based on XRP per share as indicated below are designed to track the XRP market price, less fees and expenses. XRP is a digital asset that is created and transmitted through operations of the peer-to-peer XRP ledger network, a decentralized network of computers that operates on cryptographic protocols. The XRP ledger network, which they're saying the Ripple network, allows people to exchange tokens of value called XRP, which are recorded on a public transaction ledger known as a blockchain. This is the overview. It's got all the prices. It's showing the performance here since September the 5th. It was $10.31. And as of September 13th, it's $11.34. Let's see what happens. All right. Vet got this out there. And he's always getting XRP news out there before anybody else. At vet_XO. It looks like Robinhood has just listed XRP. Robinhood app, please make the following change. And as you can see right here, they're calling it Ripple XRP. Well, XRP is the XRP ledger instead of Ripple XRP. Ripple is the company, not the network. XRP is the native token of the XRP ledger. Ripple uses this token in their software, and it needs to be XRP XRP or XRP ledger XRP, not Ripple XRP. Thank you very much, Vet, for clarifying that for everybody. Now, here's some of the crazy news that just came out on September the 12th, and I wanted to share this with you because everybody else and their mom and cat and dog and everybody has already shared it on YouTube, but I'm going to share it again. Paul Grewal is the chief legal officer at Coinbase. Coinbase is a cryptocurrency exchange. And right here, he got the news out on this footnote from the SEC stating that, quote, the SEC regrets any confusion it may have invited by falsely and repeatedly stating that tokens themselves are securities. This is the remarkable representation in footnote 6 of the SEC's amended complaint against Binance. I hope Stu Adler, who's the general counsel of Ripple, we're going to look at here in a second, is getting some sleep tonight. His head is about to explode when he wakes up and sees this. So the SEC is now stating that Crypto Asset Securities, which they made the stupid-ass term here several years ago, is currently not a valid term. You know, how many companies, how many individuals, how many billions of dollars has the SEC pocketed because this regulation by enforcement tactics that they have done for the past several years? It's hypocritical. It's criminal. You know, let's keep going. Take a breath, James. And I'll say it again. Somehow, ETH transactions have changed a meaningful way that the 10 crypto assets have not so as to avoid the agency's clutches. How? That's apparently for the SEC to know and for the rest of us to find out only if and when we are sued. Last point of the night, and this is a biggie. The SEC absolutely maintain that tokens themselves are securities is clear from the long record of their regulation by enforcement campaign. Why mislead the court? Jake Chervinsky said, sorry, what? Right here, Paul Grewal. I mean, the SEC literally claimed XRP itself a security in paragraph 1 of their complaint against Ripple et al. It's shameless. This was in December of 2020. And they state here on line 1, from at least 2013 to the present, defendants sold over 14.6 billion units of a digital asset security called XRP. A digital asset security labeled by the SEC called XRP. And now the SEC is going, oops, we fucked up. We're sorry. Oh, you know, we made a mistake. You know, the underlying token itself is not a security. We messed up. So get over it, is basically what they're saying. Now, so after this transpired yesterday, I said, so how many bull runs have we missed? And I'm talking about XRP. And I'm talking about some others because of the SEC's fuck up. Please fire Gary Gansler. It is uncalled for. They come back after the fact to cover their ass. There's an election coming up. They're trying to be the good guys now. And I think it's hypocrisy. I think Gary Gansler should be fired before the elections. All right, here we go. Stu Adler. He always knocks it out of the park at @S_Adler on X. He follows me. I follow him. Check it out. He made a new logo for the SEC, which is a twisted pretzel, and we're going to read his comment here. And he responded to Paul Grewal's announcement of the representation of what the SEC stated. So the SEC finally admits that, 1, a crypto asset security is a made-up term, and 2, to prove a crypto asset security is an investment contract, the SEC needs evidence of a bundle of contracts, expectations, and understandings. think it's time for the SEC to admit it has become a twisted pretzel of contradictions. Don't worry, I updated your logo for you. And here it is, their twisted pretzel of contradictions. Thank you very much, Stu Adler. Here is an article that was released 8 hours ago. And this has to do with John Deaton and how John Deaton has represented the XRP community from day one. And I tell you what, there's so many things to be thankful for John Deaton. I have spoken to him on the phone. I have, been in contact with him. I have provided some affidavits to him pertaining to XRP, the use of XRP, and how I used XRP during this lawsuit. And right here, this article states that the SEC crypto overreach cost small investors $15 billion, John Deaton. According to a popular pro-crypto attorney and Senate candidate, John Deaton, the SEC's overreach into the crypto industry has cost retail investors over $15 billion in losses. According to a prominent pro-crypto attorney and Senate candidate, the Securities and Exchange Commission's excessive intervention into the cryptocurrency industry has resulted in retail investors losing over $15 billion. The U.S. securities regulator has often been criticized for its enforcement-heavy regulatory regime over the cryptocurrency industry. Regulation by enforcement. Nope, we make the rules, you pay the price. The SEC should be held accountable for its actions, as its gross overreach cost investors $15 billion, according to John Deaton, lawyer and Republican U.S. Senate candidate. I'm going to call him Senator John Deaton. I'm getting it out to the universe. The pro-XRP lawyer wrote in a September 13th X post, quote from John Deaton, Senator John Deaton. The SEC's misconduct and gross overreach caused small investors over $15 billion. On behalf of those 75,000 small investors he represented, including me, you, and everybody else in the XRP community and everybody around the world that held and still holds XRP, we do not accept the SEC's apology. Here is a post from yesterday on X from John E. Deaton. On January the 1st, 2021, right after the SEC sued Ripple, John Deaton filed a writ of mandamus against the SEC, stating that the SEC had violated 75 years of legal precedent by claiming the token itself was a security. He pointed out that orange groves, condos, chinchillas, digital assets, and even beavers had been packaged, marketed, or sold as an investment contract, but that the underlying asset itself had never been considered the security. Senator Warren, he filed a motion to intervene on behalf of tens of thousands of individual token holders, not crypto billionaires. Regular people's life savings were at stake, and this is absolutely correct. 627 of those token holders lived in Massachusetts because Senator Warren sits on the banking committee, which oversees the SEC, and because he represented 627 of her constituents, he reached out to Warren's office. She did nothing. Deaton added that he intends to hold the SEC accountable for its regulatory actions since Senator Elizabeth Warren won't do it. Deaton's statement comes 2 weeks after the pro-XRP lawyer won the nomination for the U.S. Senate in Massachusetts primary election and is set to face off against Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren in November. Go John Deaton. And if we go further through this article, we'll look at what I was talking about before, about the SEC backtracking on their securities definitions for digital assets. And look at this. This is one final thing I want to show you. The SEC crypto enforcement is up over 3,000% since 2023. It says the U.S. SEC has a record-breaking year for crypto enforcement even before the eToro settlement. As of September the 10th, the SEC imposed nearly, get this, $1.7 billion of enforcement actions against crypto firms and executives in 2024, over a 3,000% jump from 2023. It says the SEC's record-setting year was mostly boosted by its massive $4.4 billion settlement with Terraform Labs and its former CEO Do Kwon in June, its largest enforcement action to date, according to a September 9th report from Social Capital Markets. The regulator's 11 enforcement actions in 2024 netted a 3,018% increase from its $150 million worth of fines in 2023, despite taking 19 fewer actions against crypto firms. And now Gary Gansler and the goons at the SEC want to backtrack and say that they made a mistake, that digital asset securities is not a definition now. What are we owed for the past 4 years? What are all these corporations and individuals and CEOs that moved out of the U.S. that were charged millions of dollars? What are they to do now that you are making these decisions? All right, here we go. Vanel, Black Swan Capitalist at Vanel 33. Let's read this. Listen up. To predict the coming crypto bull run and altcoin season, follow the money and follow the central banks. Allow me to explain. Global central banks are entering a synchronized easing cycle. They're telling us what's coming. What does this mean? It means central banks will increase liquidity together. Why is this important? Because the key driver of the 4-year bull run cycle is global M2 liquidity. Liquidity is what drives the markets. Please understand this. Retail does not start the bull run. Central banks and whales start the bull run. Now, if you're wondering why liquidity increases and crypto prices do not rise immediately after, this is because after liquidity increases, there is a lag effect, which means it takes time for the money to move into the markets. So when you compare historic bull runs with the global M2 liquidity trends, the connection is clear and undeniable. The key is to get in early and have a plan. If you want to know more about the 4-year cycles and how they coincide with the elections, debt finance cycles, the business cycle, and the Bitcoin halving cycle, follow me and share this. Thank you very much, Vanel. I am following you. You are following me. I'll leave all the links to everything we covered below. And don't forget, when you invest in these digital assets, give them time to come to fruition, because we are still early. Right here is several dozen of the many more digital assets that I am invested in. Not financial advice. XRP is my number 1. Flare is my number 2. There are many other ones I have dipped into and I'm holding on long term. If you get a chance, check out my affiliates below. There are CryptoGadgets, there are crypto brokers, there's crypto exchanges, there's all kind of neat and nice goodies. You can even learn more about me on my socials. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My name is James Rohr XRP. Let's have a wonderful week. Do the right thing. And we'll talk to you soon. James Rohr XRP is out of here. I told you so.